Hey, how's it going, y'all? This is Chaz from Classic Komodo, and this is The Armory, a series where I review all the different gadgets in Battlefield 4 and give you my opinion on them. This time, we're doing the M18 Claymore, why it's good, why it's bad, and if you should use it. So let's go over the basics first. The Claymore, everybody knows how to use it. You place it down on the ground, some tripwires pop out against the wall or some sort of surface, and if somebody crosses ahead of it, they're either going to take a lot of damage or they're going to die. But what everybody really uses this for is a safety net. Something that they can put behind them to kind of cover their flank. And that's what it should be used for. So if you don't necessarily have to be camping to use this piece of equipment, but as you can see right here, it can be pretty effective when covering your ass. I don't have the exact stats on this piece of equipment yet, but I have a pretty good representation of what's the kill zone and stuff like that. The only problem I'm focusing on with this piece of equipment is that it's unreliable. You'll only get hit markers if somebody trips the wire. If somebody shoots at it or gets rid of it manually, the only way you can see that is through the mini-map. And that can be a pretty good way, but for the most part, if you're in the thick of things like this, it kind of sucks. So let's look at the damage and what it can do. From the flank, if you have a Claymore and you are behind it, it only has a frontward radius explosion. So if you shoot, it does not hurt you no matter how close you are to the Claymore. Now, let's see how far you have to be in order to get killed instantly from it. Is this close enough? No. It does a lot of damage, but not close enough. What about this? About 4 meters or so, 3 meters or so. Is that the right? Nope. Close, but no cigar. You basically have to be right where these tripwires are in order to die. It's pretty close, but I find that that's balanced. You don't want it spreading way too far because then it'll be killing everything. This is what it can attach, well, the tripwires can attach to. Can it attach to vehicles? No, but they do have a pretty far span. Is that good? Not necessarily, since if you trip over that, you're not gonna get damaged at all since it's that far. But they do have a pretty far tripwire range if you just want to use it as an indicator to see if somebody's at your flank. That's pretty far, to if you see that right there. That's pretty neat. But this is the correct way you should be using them. Do not place claymores if you're inside right in front of the door, that far away. One, they're gonna run in and instantly see those tripwires, and even if they don't, by the time they trip them, they're so far away, they're not gonna die. Yeah, you'll get your indication, but they're not gonna die. What you want to do is place it at an angle next to the door, close to it, so that way when they jump in, oh no, sorry, fail. Okay, when they jump in, they're gonna die when they hit that wire, and that's what you kind of want to do, is not necessarily damage them, but you want to take them out if they're going through. There's a lot of stairways that look like this in the game, and when placing claymores down, you should place it at an angle like so if you want to get the most effectiveness out of a claymore going up the stairs, because if you place it direct on, it's not going to work well. You want to place it in the corner like so, and you'll get the most effectiveness out of your claymore. Here's a little extra tip too. Claymores don't only hurt people just running, they also can kill people on vehicles. So you can pass by with the vehicle, and as you can see, the tripwire will set off, and it will kill people if it's close enough. And no matter what vehicle it is, it will set it off if it hits that trip mine. However, I did find some bugs that were kind of weird. So no matter what, that tripwire gets set off if it recognizes something that wasn't supposed to be there. So if it's just a unarmed vehicle that passes by, it'll explode. So if you're next to a claymore and you jump out of the vehicle, you're gonna die. It's pretty weird. And you see it right here. And also, if you place a claymore onto a vehicle, on this bike or something, you won't be able to get onto the bike. So I guess that stops you from putting claymores all over your bike and just mowing down through people with a claymore bike. I don't know why you would really want to do that, but it's just weird that nobody can get on the vehicle once you place a claymore down on it. But that's it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit about how you can use the Claymore more effectively, especially when using it against vehicles to get some indicators on where they are on the map and stuff like that. So, thanks again, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, stay classy.